What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another truck video, and today we're going to talk about the passing of the late, great John Madden. Now, last night during Tuesday night's main event, right before we went live, the announcement of his passing was released, and it hit me pretty hard. I mean, I haven't played a Madden game in a long time because I feel like the franchise has lost its way, and I think most gamers would agree with that. But back in the day, during the 90s into the mid 90s into the late 90s, Madden was such a big part of my life and a lot of gamers' lives. And then you get into the early 2000s, and it was still, I probably peaked at 2004. I believe 2004 was the Michael Vick Madden game where he was on the cover, and he was just ridiculous. And, you know, with the passing of John Madden, it's a big part of my childhood. So that's why it hit me so hard. I mean, he was 85 years old, so it's not like it was unexpected, but it was just a shocking thing to hear. But upon his passing, we talked about this a little bit on Tuesday night's main event. Yellow Flash mentioned it. A few other people mentioned it, and it's not that hard to see what's coming. Leftists taking advantage of a great man's passing because of the identity politics that they can put into it, because these people are disgusting, filthy human beings. And we have one in particular that I'm going to focus in on, and this is a professor. I'm looking at it right now, a professor of history at Dallas College. These are the people that are at these colleges. These are the people that are pushing this left-wing nonsense. And so the day after the great John Madden passes away, this left-wing nut job, this piece of garbage, this pathetic existence for a human being, decides to do this. And it is one of the worst takes I have seen, and the ratio is glorious. But the fact is something like this is so off base, it's so ridiculous. And even with the ratio, the glorious ratio, it disgusts me that a person like this has any influence over any young mind at all. It's disgusting. But let's read over it so we can talk about this filthy, horrible, disgusting human being known as Andrew McGregor. And I will not refer to him as anything else other than Andrew McGregor. I have lots of opinions on John Madden. The creation of the Madden video game was not a great development for the U.S. It further glamorized violence and dehumanized black athletes, helping to establish plantation cosplay that has grown worse in the era of fantasy football. I'm going to tell you right now that Andrew McGregor is someone that doesn't like to see black people succeed, and he doesn't like to see black people have their own opinions and their own platform. Basically, what Andrew McGregor is saying is that Madden has made black people and black athletes more relatable to the mainstream part of America. And that allows black people to have their own minds and their own opinions and their own platforms and their own voices. And Andrew McGregor doesn't like that. So Andrew McGregor is now virtue signaling so that he can project to pretend that he is against this. But in reality, it's all because he doesn't like to see non-white people succeed. This is a typical leftist tactic. They don't like when black people or non-white dudes have any platform or any voice. Unless, of course, those non-white dude voices line up with their nonsensical narrative. He continues. The video game distanced the reality of violent sport from fans and transformed human behaviors into artificial numbers and simulations. It glamorized athletes using their name for profits while encouraging fans to disregard the humanity. Madden built a digital plantation. This man is truly deranged beyond belief. He continues. At every point in his career, coach, announcer, video game producer, Madden profited off black athletic labor and glamorized the violent inherent of the game. He became ubiquitous and grew the NFL into the most popular game. How is this a bad thing? How is this a bad thing that black people and black athletes are successful and they're able to be millionaires and make money off of their likeness? How is that a bad thing? only in this dude's warped, deranged mind, where he's projecting onto everyone else, is that a bad thing. Sure, there is a lot of significance to his life and his impact, but it's pretty clear that most of his accomplishments were not beneficial or healthy for athletes, particularly non-white athletes. John Madden made a life in football one of the most violent and exploitative sports. When your entire life is based on expanding and profiting off of one of the most violent and exploitative games, veneration is not exactly something you deserve. This man has no dick. This man is a disgusting human being. A deranged and disgusting literal piece of trash. I would not piss on this dude if he was on fire. He doesn't deserve any sympathy or respect. He doesn't deserve anything other than to be laughed and ridiculed and made fun of. That's it. I am truly astonished that, someone like this has any influence whatsoever. But we've seen this time and time again. This man is projecting. This man hates black people. This man doesn't want to see black people succeed. Therefore, he is projecting to try to pretend that the problem is everywhere else. He's trying to pretend that the problem is to give black people a platform where they can succeed and build off of their likeness and become multimillionaires and then have their own opinions, because this guy is the same guy that will get really, really mad when he sees a black person have the wrong opinion, and he will want to cancel that black person. This man is a disaster. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable and disgusting. But it's not surprising, because we pay attention to all of this and we see it. And you have so many people out there that will push this nonsense and justify this nonsense and pretend that this man is trying to help. That's the problem. The problem isn't necessarily that these people exist. These people can exist. They can be pathetic losers. They can be miserable in their own life. That's fine. The problem is they're elevated and they're platformed and they're verified and validated by all of these companies and all of these mainstream personalities, these Hollywood nut jobs. These type of people are given power and a platform by these leftists that have ruined every single aspect of entertainment and culture. That's the problem right now. So that's where we are. The poor man, the great man, cannot even rest in peace without some disgusting left-wing activists trying to take full advantage of it. And while it's not surprising, it's still disgusting. You guys have a great day. Rest in peace to the great John Madden, a legend in every sense of the word, and someone that changed the industry for the better. Thank you guys. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.